Hello and welcome to another SourceFuse's Talking Out Cloud, our Friday leadership chat series. And today we're focusing on the topic of modernization in relation to legacy applications or systems and the shift in mindset required moving from legacy tech to a modernized infrastructure. For those of you that might be unfamiliar with SourceFuse, we have 16 years deep expertise, commitment to digital innovation, service excellence, and customer success, transforming enterprises through bespoke, secure, and scalable cloud solutions. My name is Liz Grint, Marketing Manager here at SourceFuse, and I'm delighted to be joined today by Sanat Mohapatra, Director of Product Engineering at Aurigo. Welcome, Sanat.
Hey, Liz, thank you. Thank you for inviting me. Really looking forward.
Oh, lovely to have you here, Sanat. So, as I do with all my guests, I'll start by asking if you could briefly describe your background and experience, especially around cloud-native application development.
So I have around 18 years of experience, mostly in application development, architecture designing, modernizing applications. But specifically, last 5 years have been really interesting. I have been fortunate to work on really large-scale SaaS products and have been working on multiple cloud-native functionalities, applications, and feature development. So last 5 years have been very interesting, though I have worked on both Azure and AWS, but I prefer and I enjoy working with AWS.
That's brilliant. Thanks, Sanat. So let's get started then. Can you describe the most common technical debt issues that arise when using legacy technology in a fast-growing enterprise?
So when you say legacy technology, you're already saying that we are using an outdated technologies, right? When you have outdated technology, that comes up with multiple challenges. One of the most important I can talk about is security. Most of the outdated systems have a lot of security vulnerabilities, which is known very widely to the public, and it is always open for threat. Second thing is higher cost of maintenance, usability issues for the users. You cannot implement latest UI UX with the legacy technologies. So that is a bigger challenge from a usability point of view. Another point I can talk about is when you have a legacy technology, you cannot integrate with a latest tech stack or emerging technology. That's when you are losing out significantly on our competitive advantage. So these are a few of the challenges I can say, though this is not the exhaustive list, but these are the few challenges I see mostly with the legacy applications.
So quite a few different issues, and some legacy systems continue working okay. So how do you balance the need for innovation with the need to maintain existing legacy systems?
Yeah, so when you talk about these systems, these are already functioning, meeting customer needs. So we cannot overnight change a system from system A to system B. You first need to assess, identify what is your legacy component that is really impacting your customers, right? Eventually, they are paying for it. So I follow a simple process, 4-step process. First, assess what is legacy and what is the impact of that legacy component. Second, categorize those legacy components into must fix, good, should fix, and good to fix, right? Then you, based on that priorities, you identify what is the cost of that fixing process. Then you communicate that with various stakeholders. If you continue to have this legacy, what are the challenges you might face? What you need from them? And after you communicate, convince them that this is something that need to be fixed. That is when you need to prioritize from the list. Okay, now this is my prioritized list, and you start implementing it. At the same time, your legacy system is functioning. You are meeting the needs of your customer. Parallelly, you need to upgrade your most impactful changes.
Yeah, I love that priority system because you have to, there's so many moving parts. You've got to prioritize somehow. So some of those challenges that you've experienced, what are they? What are these challenges that you've faced when you're trying to manage and mitigate the risks associated with a legacy tech modernization project?
Yeah, so modernization is definitely a big effort whenever we do that. So the first and foremost aspect is the cost. Every modernization comes with a cost, a duration. What is the effort of that? Cost and time, the most important aspect. And when you modernize, you try to modernize with latest tech stack. And the people that you have, all of them are not or may not be skilled with the latest tech stack. So you need to upskill them. That is one of the challenge you feel. At the same time, your customer will not wait for your modernization to complete to use the system. Managing customers' expectation is the most critical aspect while you continue to develop your modernized application.
Okay, so making sure you've got that continuity with the customer side of things. But
yes,
obviously there's a change in mindset inside the company as well. So how do you approach that shifting mindset of employees when they've gone from a legacy system that they know really well to a new technology infrastructure?
frankly speaking, I have not faced that challenge often. Okay. The reason is today's generation, everybody wants to work on latest technology. The challenge we face with those people who have been with this system for long enough, and they have been for a couple of decades, they don't want to change. That is when you face challenges. So to mitigate that, I try first talking about the challenges that we have at hand. First, convince them we really have a challenge. Once they are sure that, okay, there is a challenge, then we talk about how we can de-risk those challenges. And when you convince them with respect to challenges and the approach to de-risk, then comes you need to find out a couple of influencer or highly motivated people, start implementing something, doing some POC, start talking about those POCs, motivate and create those influence environment within the team. And once you start doing that, you also kind of reward those people who are kind of early adopters. And that creates that motivation factor among everybody. And once everybody is charged up, you plan for some training, upskilling of existing. So they are also not threatened and they feel secure. Okay, now I am getting upskilled to use the latest technology.
Yeah, I love that. Creating the buzz,
Yes.
creating the enthusiasm and getting the buy-in from everyone from the top down. Yeah. So when you've worked on legacy tech modernization projects, what would you say have been the critical success factors, and how do you measure that success?
So when we do any kind of modernization, we are kind of trying to get competitive advantage against our competitors. So first and foremost thing is, once we do a modernization of a legacy application, what is our benefit with respect to our competitive advantage? That is the first thing we kind of create a chart. We see, okay, these are the features our competitors have. Now we have extra these things with the performance, the security. We are 15% better, 20% better, or 100% better than our legacy application. So these are few things, few other things I can talk about on the financial aspect. How or what kind of new market it opens for us. what will be our cost of maintaining the new application, how fast we can onboard a new customer. These are the revenue aspect of when we measure the success. With respect to process, we check how you can automate the entire process, how lean process you are following, how optimized process you have, how you can get just-in-time information on your modernized project. These are the process-related benefit we measure. And thirdly, we check for non-functional requirement benefit, like how scalable your application is, how portable your application is. So when we do, when we invest in modernization, it's a lot of time, a lot of money that we have invested. So we measure financial aspect, process aspect, and competitive advantage, and non-functional requirement.
Yeah, it's always one thing to know that you're doing well or doing better, but to show you're doing well and better, that's really key. Yeah. So finally, Sanat, let me ask, what has been your experience working with SourceFuse, and in particular our modernization capabilities?
SourceFuse we consider as a true partner, and I have been interacting with SourceFuse leadership and the partnership with SourceFuse with Aurigo's mobile app modernization is like, we feel they are the true partner for us. When we did a discovery, they understood the actual problem and the kind of solution they provided. So when we do any interaction, we find SourceFuse understand customer problem, not just try to sell something. That is the most important aspect or differentiator between a vendor and a partner. And that's how we feel SourceFuse is a partner than a vendor.
Well, Sanat, a huge thank you for joining me today.
Thank you, Liz. Thank you. I really enjoyed all your questions.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you. And thanks as well to our audience for watching. Make sure you hit the subscribe button below and the bell so you get notification each time we post a new Talking Out Cloud video. Join us again soon.